Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. Y'all see the thumbnail? Shawn Porter, you say, picking Terence Crawford for the win. I wonder why. You know, we know that Shawn Porter been humming, going back and forth with his picks or what he think. He been kind of vague at times. Sometimes he's direct, but it's nothing consistent and concrete. So now that the fight is on and we in the zone, seem like I guess he want to get more concrete. But we're going to talk about that and much more. But y'all know, first, y'all know the drill. Let's turn to. Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. And like I said, y'all saw the thumbnail. Shawn Porter picking Crawford for the win. Somebody gonna have to stick the mic in his face and ask him, why is he doing that? Like, Shawn Porter gives his opinion, but it's not concrete. And I think that's what a lot of people have pause about it and all that. But even me, it leads me to have pause about it because I'm like, would you just say it already? But boxing is a tricky business now. Everybody's so sensitive these days. It's one because we do overly critique. You got me critiquing, you got others out there critiquing, and I get it. Sometimes a boxer don't know whether he coming or going when it comes to him speaking his words. But if you're staying in your lane, it can't be wrong. You have to have bravado as a boxer. You have to have all these attributes that might not be cool in the normal everyday life, but in boxing, it's very justifiable. But y'all know what I do at the top of my hour. We do the water check. And I'm right on target. Matter of fact, I want some water now, but I got some ice, some I go and buy that Sonic ice. I don't know if y'all know about that. Some of y'all might do, but that ice is stupendous. That thing, I love it. It's that little teeny balls, and they slushy like a little bit. I buy bags of that at least once a week, and it's not a humongous bag because these are not big ice cubes or anything. They small, They just right. And when you fill that up, I notice like when I fill a cup up with water, like one of them tumblers or something, if I fill it up with ice and put water in it, oh my God, I be drinking water back to back because I like my water ice cold. And so that's right up my alley. But y'all know I advocate take your water in small dosages. You'll drink more. It's akin to the same thing that the boxers do when they have a big bottle of water. You constantly sip it. They sip, a couple of minutes go by, they sip again. And you constantly doing that all day, you can't help but reach your goal of a gallon of water or at least 100 ounces. Here at Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advocate for you to go at least 100 ounces of water because we know a lot of people don't drink water. And believe it or not, the closer you get, this is, closeness don't count in a lot of stuff, but it do count in this. The closer you get to a gallon of water per day, you better off for it, and you're gonna see the rewards from it. So do that. Uh, okay. All right. Hold on, I was reading something, y'all. Hey, Thriller, if you listening, I'll do it. Yeah, as we going along. But yeah, if you're not a big person to drink water, we say start off small and just work your way up. And I always advocate at least twice a day. Now, if you, what's up, E Thriller? I'm gonna hit you up after I do this monologue. Yeah, because it's hard for me to talk and do that at the same time because I have to go to the page. But yeah, so we advocate that you drink, twice a day if you're not a big water drinker. First thing in the morning and once at night. First thing before you get your routine going for the day, before the toes hit the ground, drink you 8 ounces of water. Learn how to drink your water room temperature. Me personally, I like ice cold. This is why I advocate that people get like a mini fridge. It's not gonna kill your electric bill. Trust me, if it did, I wouldn't have it. And then I got me a water cooler. That's even better because I buy the 5-ounce cups. And 5 ounces ain't gonna do nothing for nobody who thirsty. So I stay in there. I got a cold button, a hot button, and a cool button. And when I hit that cold button, it's cool. It's cold for right there. Like within 5 minutes, it ain't gonna be so cold. It'll be cool. But I drank it, and then I be like, nah, I can't move yet. I need another one and another one. And before I know it, I done drank 16 ounces of water, which is the equivalent of a whole bottle of water, which is 2 cups of water. And I'm like, wow, all in one standing. So these are the little techniques I use to front load and make sure I drink. Plus, if you got little kids, they'll love it. They'll love it because you buy them you can get the paper cups. I reuse my plastic cups. Not necessarily saying I wash them, but I'll drink it and I set it back on top of the water cooler and I come back and use that. So I'm not like bleeding through plastic cups and all that. But I don't mind getting paper cups neither. And, help with the environment. But 5-ounce cups, yeah. And they just hit the little button. I mean, when you ain't got to worry about your kid coming up to you always saying, mommy, I'm thirsty, or daddy, I'm thirsty. Yeah, I got you, E-Thriller. You ain't got to worry about all that stuff and everything. And they're going to get their daily intake because the formula is half your body weight in water. So we know if you treat your body like an engine, the water is the lube. So that's what you want to do first thing in the morning. Because when you get up, you churning and burning, right? Second time is at night when you get out the shower. You're not going to bed right away. You're going to put yourself in the bed. You're going to put your pajamas on. You might look at a program or two. But you don't fall asleep right away. And the American Heart Association say this is when you should drink your water. And we talking a cup of water, y'all, 8 ounces. So drink your water right then. If you crafty enough, I know people can do it in one gulp. I can't. But maybe 4 gulps or maybe like 4 big sips. I'm going to say it like that. I can get through, 8 ounces real easy, real quick. And so, you drink your water. It's at night in a deep sleep, not a cat nap now. I don't want to say when you sleep, that the magic happens is when you're in a deep sleep and you go through the I think it's 4 phases of sleep. Do you do a lot of work? Your body does a lots of work at night, and that's why the average human burns between 900 to 1,000 calories in their sleep. You don't even get that in the workout. I know people that be thinking they going hard in the gym, and they probably burn about 150 calories. And you be like, what? All this sweat? I'm sweating between my legs, on my backside. My shirt is soaking wet. I can wring my shirt out. And they thinking, oh, I really did it, 150. At best, 300 calories. But just sleeping, you burn 900 calories because all the reads is going on. Your body revamping, rebooting, recharging, recreating. It's that recreating part right there that's really doing the work. And you don't even feel it. That's how perfect God made us. Even though we're not perfect, but that's how perfect he made us. The body is a work of beauty, and the resilience of it all. So at night, when you sleep, you're recharging. You bringing forth new cells every day. That stuff take work, and so you want to make sure that you drink your water. In 2023 and beyond, none of us should have a dehydration problem. And that's my spiel. That's why I always talk about water. And I hear from some people that say, as they watching the show, their kids be like, water, water, water. All you got to do is put that little seed in somebody's head. You know what I'm saying? Nobody talked about the importance of drinking water when we were young. We just did. But, we were poor, so my mama will always defer to water. I'm thirsty. I'm talking about Kool-Aid, mama. Drink some water. What? I want Kool-Aid. Water. So that's why we got our proper water then. But nowadays you hear about them saying stuff like babies don't need to drink water. The hell you say? Anything living need to drink some water. Even plants need water. But a baby don't need that much. You talking about a half an ounce, or maybe an ounce of water that whole day. Y'all young mothers better give that baby that water. Stop listening to this new age, some of this new age science shit. They've been on point for centuries, and they all of a sudden you don't need water. Get out of here with that one. But that's my spiel. That's my soapbox on water. Water check, water check, water check. And little housekeeping, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so now. Watch me on replay. Leave a comment, statement, a question, whatever. I'll get back with you when I can. And you can also leave that in boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. That's boxingfanstalk@gmail.com. I do read my emails and try to get back to you guys in a timely manner. I come on Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, unless I ain't got shit to talk about. I ain't gonna blow no smoke up your ass, Bueller. I'm not gonna fluff or none of that stuff. So those are my times. And do jump on it. Cut a jig. Become one with it. Embrace it. You see that lovely Boxing Fans Talk TV with the $ over top? That's the Cash App. Unfortunately for me, I don't know why YouTube is not counting none of my successes. They don't give me all my subscribers, and they take away my views, minutes and views, or hours and views. And I don't know why. I have so many times been knocking on the required amount of views only for to be taken back by 1,000. I don't know why. But, luckily I love this sport, and I'm talking about something I love, and I'm with kindred spirits out there. We all love it. So, hey, I'm going to keep continuing as long as it's a thrill for me. So, anywho, let me do some shout outs. I see E Thriller is in the building. What's poppin', King? Boxing Guy 7. What's poppin', King? He said new subscribers today. E Thriller, the Black Picasso, got me here by way of community post. I appreciate you, E Thriller guys, sending all the fellas to my yard. I'm sure my milkshake can bring y'all to the yard on the regular. Anyway, our moolah is in the building. What's poppin', King? Said, Miss T, what's up? He said, got E3. What's up, bro? Dan Tan is in the building. What's up, Dan Tan? What's poppin', King? He said, salute, Queen T. E Thriller say, what up, moolah? What up, boxing guy? Dan Tan? Yeah. So I know y'all saw the press conferences. I was ready for the shit to start off. I was ready for some pop off. I don't know about y'all. And Terence Crawford, you can tell, it's almost like he getting some acting classes. Y'all know it's Team Crawford over here, but it's like he getting some acting classes. Bud, keep doing your thing. Practice make perfect. He's very happy. And sometimes that makes me nervous because I'm like, I'm wondering, is he serious? Is he taking it serious? I want to see the mean streak come out. But I guess Terence feel like in due time, that mean streak gonna come out, and we're gonna see it all on display. But he kind of happy. He's trying to explain. I give him the benefit of the doubt, like he's not it's not a smooth transition for him. But practice makes perfect, and Spence is trying too, and it's not a smooth transition for him. And matter of fact, all these new people coming in, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. E Thriller, I love your impressions of Earl Smith talking. Well, I got my chickens and my cows, and I'm just here to try to put on a good. You be killing me with that shit. But he, I don't know if it's orchestrated, and somebody has said they don't need to do a lot because that fight gonna sell regardless. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to call it. And I could be wrong. I really believe this fight going to do better than Tank Davis in them fight. I don't know what y'all think. Y'all let me know. I'm going to go ahead and call it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can say I'm wrong. But I think it's going to do a little bit better than Terence Crawford fight. Not Terence Crawford, Tank Davis in them. Because this shit is worldwide. It's worldwide. I see you, Mr. Golden. Mr. Golden in the building said, Lady T, hello, Queen. What's poppin', King? Dan said, salute to E Thriller. No one illa. Mr. Golden said, Al Mullah, what's up? Mark Nash is in the building. What's poppin', King? Golden said, damn, Tan, y'all talking to each other. What it do, Golden? Was okay, boxing guy. So yeah. So I'm like, are we seeing another side of Bud, a more strategic? Because it struck a chord with me when he said, well, we just reeling him in. He took the bait. When you looking at them two interact in those press conferences, is there any casuals that might, how do y'all feel the casuals look at them? Do they look at them and say, oh, Earl the truth, and Terence is, whatever, or vice versa? When Terence was talking, he was trying to make jokes. I'm gonna say this, and y'all know I love my baby Terence. He not the funniest. Don't stop though, Terence. I get it. I can keep up, but like the crowd, probably won't see the humor in what he's saying. But he's not meant to be humorous. I think when he's most funny is when he's serious. That's when I be like, nigga, say it one more time. What? Repeat that shit. Be that dog. Say it one more again for the people in the back. When he's serious. But when he trying to be funny, I don't know. Earl, you not that much funny yourself, but it was a little bit more funny when he was like, talking your stuff or whatever. But all you got to do, as Terence told y'all, he told y'all what you got to do. Just step on his pride just a little bit. Just a little bit. Step on his pride and you see what come next. You know what I'm saying? I think Terence is chilling. He looked bigger, because I pays attention to shit like that. When the fight was first announced, and he was like, they both, he was sitting on something. He was like, the fight coming, and Earl announced it. Earl looked at bigger. Earl seemed like he's in shape for a big guy. He still kind of looked that way. Like, if I had to guess how much Earl Spence weighed, I'm going to say he's over 165. But Terrence didn't look as big, but he's looking bigger. Just a little bit, like a little swole. Am I the only one that saw the swollenness? Maybe, maybe I was looking too hard at him. Y'all ain't going to look too hard. Boxing guy said, Mr. Golden, salute. PGH Big Dog is in the building. Was Papa King said, salute Queen T. E Thriller said, it's a Texas thing, Miss T. That's what it is. PGA said, Bud showing some nervous energy. Really, PGH? That's what you caught? Bandale is in the building. Was popping. He said, salute Miss T. E Thriller in the chat. First time catching you live, but I do listen from time to time on the playback. Good D, good D. Golden said, Bud gonna hurt Earl real bad. I believe Bud believes with everything in him that he gonna do what he say he gonna do. The only person that comes off a little unsure, just a little bit, is Errol. Just a little bit, because he didn't even know what talking points to utilize. He went back to them old talking points. If you think about it, he said, who you for? He brought up the resume thing. But when he sat down with those two white guys in the end, he said, oh, he's a great fighter. All his fights are good. It was a contradictory. So I was like, Earl, well, which one is it? I got to be critiquing. PGH, I ain't picking. I'm just critiquing. Because to me, Earl didn't seem all the way sure of himself. And what's up with his voice cracking? I thought y'all fellas went through that during puberty. I can't even imitate that. I wonder, can you imitate that voice, E Thriller, when his voice cracked? Can you do that? PGA said Bud need to stop with the jokes. That ain't his gift. Well, PGH, I don't know if you heard me. I said the same thing. Can't seem Cena. Can't see me Cena. Bud is 6. I hope I'm saying that right. Can't seem Cena. Welcome to the building. Hello, Ghetto One. Welcome to the building. Earl was acting super out of character in front of Bud. Bud makes him uncomfortable. Again, validation. That's what I'm basically saying. The only person that sees PGH, what you do, my brother, is you do a lot of projecting. I'm on to you. You do a lot of projecting. When whatever you say, that's a critique of Bud. I know you peeped that in Spence, but you always want to put it on Bud because, like I said, you right. His gift ain't cracking jokes. He might hit a nugget or two, but when that nigga's serious, he funny as hell. When he's serious, you ever meet people like that they more funny when they serious? Like, I could be okay comical, like when I'm hanging with my friends, because we like to play off of movies and songs and utilize words from those to incorporate it to our talks and everything. We do that sometimes, and it'd be funny to us. Yes, I'm a nerd, but when I'm serious, people say I'm hilarious, and I'll be thinking I got a funny bone in my body at the time, but I be serious as a bitch. They be like, girl, you was funny as hell. But that's Bud. That's how I see Bud. Spence, he wins the popularity contest as far as knowing all the people, and people want to get on his bandwagon and all that, but he not consistent. And when he be like, I did what I said I'm gonna do, Bud is like he said, reeling him in. I don't know when Bud gonna flip the switch, Because Bud is awfully nice as well. Did y'all peep that? Dan Tan said they just finished negotiating the fight, so they had to put some differences aside, but things would definitely pick up. You know how I don't know who it was that said sometimes the contract don't get signed until the week of the fight or the day before the fight. I don't know if they under that type of shit. Like they agreed, the preliminary stuff is done, but the final contract isn't signed. So Bud is trying to make sure he ain't gonna go off and have no mysterious accident where you gotta call Scooby-Doo Incorporation to find out the motherfucking truth. What happened to the accident? Where that little boy at? Did his parents have to what happened? You know what I'm saying? That's a mystery. It's a Scooby-Doo mystery. PGA said, I'm worried about Bomac. He got to do something about that. I knew you were going to say that about that way. He can only get one leg on the chair. Get healthier, Bomac. That's, you know what? I ain't mad at you, PGH. I ain't mad at you because, you know, a lot of us struggle with weight. And I'm going to tell you, right, you know, sometimes, like, I don't know how certain people carry certain amounts of weight. I know that everybody got their breaking point. And, you know, you wouldn't think that weight can make you seriously sick until you reach your breaking point. Your breaking point could be 30 pounds over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I reached my breaking point one time, and I'm going to tell you, I couldn't breathe. Like, you know, I was just always tired. Everything ached or whatever. And so I know a little bit about that, having a thyroid issue. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But, yeah, I agree with you, PGH, all jokes aside. He need to get healthy. He in the right place to do it in. And shout outs to his team for not pressuring him and belittling him and making him seem like he nothing because Bomac was breathing a lot heavier at that mic. And I can only imagine the plane rides, you know, it's gotta be uncomfortable. You know, all that workout that he got the workout part. I don't know. He may have a thyroid condition. He might just have to change how you eat. What they always say is not necessarily how much you eat, is what you eat. For a lot of people that have weight issues, it is really come down to what you eat. It's not necessarily that you're overeating, like a lot of people think big people do, but it's not overeating, it's what they eat. He said, nah, Bud has no humor. Just like he said, he just an angry little dude. He angry because Spence made him wait too long. Come fight week, Bud won't be smiling. That's when Bud becomes that mean, vicious animal we all familiar with. Yeah. Bud publicly said he signed the contract already, but didn't know if Spence signed it yet. Maybe he waiting for that warm and fuzzy, that confirmation. Because when he get that confirmation, watch how he start talking to your boy. But I wanted to talk about what the title said up there. Shawn Porter picking Terence Crawford. Let me dig into that a little bit. Because that was like, what? Now he want to be firm. Okay. I'm going to read a little. It says Shawn Porter says he will put a lot of money and his life on Terence Crawford beating Errol Spence Jr. in their fight on July 29th. Porter has been picking Crawford over Spence for a while now. I didn't know that. So I'm interjecting y'all. I said I didn't know he had been picking Crawford to win over Spence for a while. So it's not a surprise that he still feels that he'll win. The former IBF WBC welterweight champion Porter has lost to both fighters during his career, but his 10th round knockout defeat against Crawford in 2021 seems to have left more of an imprint on his mind than the 12-round lambasting that Spence put on him in 2019, which left him a shell of his former self. Now, see, that's that hyperbole right there. Left him a shell of his old self. Let me tell y'all something. Shawn Porter was in shape. He couldn't figure Bud out. Shawn Porter himself. Now, you can say what you want, But you got to go by what the man said out his mouth, right? He said it himself on his pocket. You can go find it right now. He said, let me break down. And he was doing an interview with Andre Ward. And this is right, I know it was before June because Andre was promoting his documentary. With shout out to Andre Ward. That was a good one. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Andre talked about what led him to retirement. So Shawn wanted to interject. And Shawn talked about where he was coming from with retirement. And I'm sure it would surprise a lot of y'all that Shawn Porter wanted to retire before he fought Errol Spence. So did Errol Spence get a half-ass Shawn Porter? Errol Spence fans will say no. He was fresh, raring to go. But make it make sense. If the thought of going to retirement or 1 foot almost out the door makes you a half-ass fighter, or you don't go balls to wall when you're preparing for to fight somebody, if that can be the case, and y'all Spence fans been saying that shit for a minute, if that's the case, then wouldn't it be the case when he reveals that no, actually, my foot was halfway out the door before Spence? Now, I don't think that Shawn sold himself short and half-assed it with either one. But if the point is retirement makes you do that, then Spence got a half-ass Shawn Porter. And if we go by the Spence fans' logic, then Terence got a half-ass and Spence both got a half-ass. And guess what? Bud still did away with him better than Spence. It's no excuses. The man talked about how he wanted to retire, and he talked with his wife, as he should, and he wasn't telling his father. And he was talking about he didn't know when to cut it off. And he said, oh, you know what? I'm going to get that Spence fight. Because remember he fought Formella before he fought Spence, even though Spence had got in the ring with him. And then I think he went and fought some guy named Formella. Remember that? Okay. That was kind of like a waste of time. Y'all hit that subscribe button, please. And that like button. So he fought Formella and easily won. And we was like, what was that about? Spence called you out. And then he finally buckled down and went to fight Spence. Now, some people looking at that transaction will say Shawn was scared. He knew he was going to lose the belt. He wanted to hold on to it for old time's sake. Maybe. But he went and fought Spence, even though he was thinking about retirement. And then he actually said when he decided to fight Spence, he knew after that he was done. It was understood. It was written in stone between him and his wife. Only person who won't in the know was his father. But he fought Spence. He said when he got home that night, he was feeling a little relieved, like the barrage was off his chest. And he was like, yo, I'm done. You know, when he have his talk with God, as we all do, those of us who go that way. And he was reflecting about his career and everything. And he said, not literally, y'all, that God talked to him, but you know how people say, God was like, nah, you're not done. One more. And he was like, what? What else I got to do? You know how we talk to God like he actually sitting there, but you getting the message loud and clear. It's one more. So he stood up, he said, oh, who I got to fight? And some kind of way, you know, this is when Virgil was ducking Bud. This is when Boost was running 3 times over begging everybody but Santa Claus, can he fight Errol Spence? And Boost sort of cut the crap out on that one. Anytime you went to them 3 times to ask them, to petition them to make the fight happen with you and Spence, that's begging, shouty. No, okay, how you slice it, dice it, or whatever, that's begging, and you did it. And a person can call you ducking, but I don't think before they fight, you should have even been in the talks. So that's why you get a reprieve with me. But, you know, some people can look at that as ducking. You pick who you rather, and you picked Spence. You didn't pick Bud. And the crazy part is you had Bud locked up, sold up, ready to go. But you didn't want Bud. So When Shawn saw all that open up for him, then it was revealed to him in his talks with God, I gotta fight Bud. Yeah, they friends, but they put aside that to go ahead and fight. And so no, Crawford didn't get a half-ass whatever. And I remember what I keep calling all of them 24/7 when they was talking about his training, and I think Javante was in his camp, and they was like, he looking good, and all that. Noah GX is in the building all the way from Japan. What's Papa King? He said he does not work out, sister. Who? Shawn Porter? D Luckett is in the building. He said, salute, brother. Big C is in the building, was Poppy King. He said both of their jokes were corny as shit. Yeah, I agree. Big, I agree. It's just if I had to judge between the two, and I'm Bud all day, Spence was a little bit funny. I ain't even gonna hold you on that one. D Lucky said, salute. PGA said, did Bo Mac teach Bud how to deal with the jab yet? Dude, did this, we gonna see PGH. If you keep thinking Bud don't have no jab, PGH, I want you bright and early. I want you the first person, sitting something in the chat Monday night. Monday evening. And look, take your blood pressure pills, as General Big Fish advocates to everybody. Make sure y'all take y'all blood pressure pills. That title definitely caught my eye. PGA said, Porter is friends with Bud. Of course he would say that. Porter been jealous of Spence since the amateurs. Let me tell y'all something. No, I ain't gonna let, how you said he Thriller, I ain't gonna let you go to the Pro Bowl on that one. Hell no. Because every time I hear Porter talk, I be thinking, is he fucking giving it up to motherfucking Spence? And I've even heard him say, well, Spence hit harder, but Bud got that sharp punch. That nigga, that's not telling us nothing. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? That ain't telling us shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's what he would say. I've heard him go back and forth and waver on it back and forth to the point you be like, which one is it, nigga? Make up your mind. And that's just how he do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. No, I'm not gonna let you say that. That's because they friends. That's what he say. Well, who then do we talk to? Who do we talk to then to get a straight answer? Andrew Charles is in the building. Salute, Miss T. PGA said Porter dad said Shawn Porter did not train right for the Bud fight. That is why he threw the fight. Listen, Porter dad can say what he want, but Shawn didn't really say that. Y'all tell me when Shawn said that. And Shawn said he was ready to retire before the Spence fight. So y'all make it make sense, PGH. Bill's boot camp is in the building. Salute, Queen. Salute to you too. E Thriller said, Miss T. What is that a picture of? Like, we see eyes bad. Is that a fax machine? Or I'm calculating some shit. I'm putting 2 to 2 together and I'm getting 4. I ain't getting 5. Bill said E3 salute. He said, I don't care what Porter did or didn't do because nobody was asking for that fight except for the Spence Brigade, so they can accept the results or cry about it forever. But we all saw how they played out. Indeed, they just don't. That's just their way not to get this man credit. And I hope they keep, getting under Bud's skin, because that just gonna make him much meaner, and he gonna do some nuanced shit. Now Bud is promising to show us some shit that we haven't seen. Now I've heard the great Floyd Mayweather say many a times, I often beat people with my BNC game. I like, what? But when you winning and you ain't took an L, you can say shit like that. And but Floyd would say that all the time. And I said, well, nigga, what's your A game? Have we ever seen it? He said, often you don't got to bring it out. And that may be true of a lot of fighters. Just fighting fundamentally what Earl Spence do, that could be his B and C game. He beating a lot of people with that. But guess what? When you fight Bud, you have to bring that A game out. And Bud knows that Spence like to listen. I'm gonna show for those of you who don't know who Spence is. Let me get his picture. I took it straight out the milk carton. That's Spence. Those of you don't know who he is, we affectionately call him the Nutcracker over here. That's me picking with Spence, but he liked to hit in the nut, and so I wonder, is Bud ready for that? And that's something that is a legitimate thing to be concerned about. Madame Shantae Renee was Poppy Queen. He said, she said it was Ugas he fought before Spence, then Formella. But you're making a great point. Yeah. And so he, this notion that he was halfway doing, Shawn ain't even that type of guy. And it's like when they be talking about his resume, talking about Bud's resume and all that, I often wonder, do they ever think about the actual person? Like, what happens when you run into some of Bud's, former opponents? What do you call them then? Do you say they are nobody? Who wants to be known or told that they are nobody? Why would there even be something? And then half these people either got belts, champions, they was 3 divisions, something. They did something more than the big fish did. And like I said, Earl went right back to them talking points because he tried to do the talking points about Shawn Porter, saying Shawn Porter was halfway retired. Earl, keep up. Keep up, my guy. If you go to Shawn Porter's The Porter Way podcast, there's an interview with Andre Ward, and Porter said none of that shit. So are you lying? Or what they say, how you say, you want me to believe my lying ears or you? Because I know what Porter said. He was ready to retire before you fought him. Now, PGA, you can feel how you want about that, but that was out the babe's mouth. That was out of Shawn Porter's mouth. Go to say, Andrew Charles, what's up, little bro? Birdman is in the building. What's popping, bro? He said, Shawn full of shit, because they made sure to show all his training and all his yoga stuff. He went all out for Spence, and for him to say that trash after the fight was long over with not buying it. Birdman, I think you missing kind of what I'm saying. Shawn Porter, only thing he validated and debunked, because either everybody lying or whatever, but the only thing he validated was, I was ready to retire before I fought Spence. I don't think Shawn Porter ever created this narrative that because I was ready to retire, I'm a halfway train and this, that, and the other. If these are professional fighters, they actually tried, fought, Golden Gloves, Olympians, all this stuff. You got to give the benefit of the doubt in the minds of a person who's been in this career for over 20 years. They know one thing that's true for all fighters. You don't play boxing. You can play a lot of other sports, but you don't play boxing. So you train half-ass at your own apparel, because most of the time it's the conditioning that could lose you the fight. Whenever I lost something in sports, and I ain't saying I won everything, but for the most part, if I lost in a sporting match of any kind, it's because of conditioning. Because when I was in great condition, you won't beat me in shit, not even basketball. And yeah, I said it in my E-Thriller voice, and I didn't stutter. Well, I must got you on my brain, man. But yeah, I did. Like, I wasn't losing because my competitive nature was so hardcore. Like, I used to cry when I lose. But when I'm not in shape, I know I'm not in shape. And I take the loss better. I'm like, bitch, you weren't in shape anyway. Sit your ass down. I don't know what you thought. Gonna have several seats missed. PGA's Big Dog said, Birdman, salute fam. Golden said they keep talking about Earl taking Bud eye. What they gonna say when Bud take his eye? Yeah, or his ribs. Because when he popped Shawn Porter, do y'all remember that part in the fight? Shawn was being Shawn. He tried to come in and turns back up, boing, right in the damn middle of his chest in the fucking diaphragm area. And I heard that pop. Shawn stood straight up and he paused. And somebody told me that was around when he stopped a little earlier. Oh, it's not a game. It's not a game. Now, anything can happen. I ain't so cocky to think that it's a guarantee that Bud gonna win. Bud gotta be on his P's and Q's. But if Bud is on his P's and Q's and dotting every I and crossing every T and paying attention to detail, Spence ass is cooked. Y'all done. Finito. He gonna turn the big fish over on his back and he gonna go into a coma like sharks do. That's what's gonna happen. You know, you turn a shark over, they instantly go into a coma. It's gonna, what you say? Sleep expert. He going. He got an open pass to sleep experts. That's what he got. Dan Tan said the Spence fight convinced Porter he still got it. The Bud fight convinced him it's time to call it quits. That's a good analogy. That is a good way of looking at it, Dan Tan. I ain't think of it like that. E Thriller said, facts, Miss C. Laughing out loud. Shawn was falling asleep on air while he was supposedly training for Bud. Come on, PTH. Don't be making excuses. Don't make excuses. He said, no, nobody asked for the Bud versus Amnesia. Yeah, but Bud asked for Spence and they didn't want to give it to him that year. I don't know what's hard about that. If your feelings is telling you something, I can't compete with your feelings. But I don't know what's hard about. I figured we gonna fight in 2023. And when you living in 2022, what's hard about that? What's hard about he has obligations as we all do. We got obligations with our jobs, with our families, with our responsibilities. And when you got the WBO belt, I showed y'all the rules. PTH, you saw them. Every 9 months. What's hard about that? But the last fight that Bud had before that was with Shawn Porter in November. And now we was in October when Bud was like, fuck it, give me David Avanesian. What I know would trip y'all out is y'all ain't think he was gonna get a bag. You know, y'all be worried about the wrong thing. Hello Ghetto said Bud gonna hurt Earl with a looping overhand right from the conventional stance, similar to the one he dropped Mean Machine with and Shane and hurt Floyd with. Watch. We gonna be seeing. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be nervous. And I ain't gonna lie, Bud lose, I might shed a tear, but it's boxing, y'all. It's a sport. I'll live. It's just boxing. I teared up when old Deontay Wilder, Pastor Wilder, as y'all affectionately call him. That's my boy. You know, it's Deontay Wilder country over here. When he lost, I cried a tear. But by the time I got to the lobby, I was old playing TT again. It's just boxing. But if you evoke a tear out of me, that means everybody was doing their job. It was a good event. That's what you should want. You should want the passion and emotions to come out of sporting events. That's when those athletes know they're doing their job. Because secretly, low key, everybody think of themselves as an athlete and would love to think that if needed to call to task, they could do the same thing they see their heroes do over and over again. Joseph Bailey is in the building. What's poppin', King? He says, salute T, Miss C, and the panel. Bud is ready right now. Indeed. Joseph Bailey, what's up, bro? Marty King Boxing is in the building. What's pop? He said, top of the evening, Boxing Fan Talk TV. Andrew Charles, PGH, peace, bro. He said, how high is Bud going to have his trunks? He tried to avoid that body work. Bud ribs will be broken by the body snatcher / nut slasher. You snatcher, you be forgetting to put the nut snatcher on there too. But I don't worry, I'll help you out. Bud ain't never been trying to hide his body. So that speculation on your part, but hey, we shall see. I can't fault you for seeing what you see, but we shall see. Y'all hit that subscribe button. I see y'all coming through today. Damn, I feel important, as kind, as important. Mr. Golden said, PGH, big dog, you funny as hell. Bud going to beat Earl ass real good. Real good. PGA said, Andrew Charles, salute fam. Judgment Day is upon you. Bud Justice League fanatics can't wait to see those Bud tears. Hey, you ain't gonna see my tears because I ain't gonna turn the camera on when the tear drop. But when I turn the camera on, all the tears would have dissipated. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I would be hurt if Bud don't make it. I certainly will. But it's all good. Like I said, it's just boxing. It's a sport. Martin King said, Mr. Nutcracker, keep your motherfucking hands above the waistline, ninja. Indeed. We ain't come to see a bunch of low blows. Martin King said, Spence better keep his motherfucking hands up. PGH, the commission gonna make sure Spence boxes correctly. Martin King boxing. Salute fam. Spence is a clean fighter. No, he not. Not going for them low blows. How low? With a swing low, swing chariot. Golden said, MKB, what's up, fam? You know, I like your initials, Martin King, because that's almost saying like MJB. When we was young, Mary J. Blige, in case those of y'all don't know, I'm talking about MJB. Martin King laughing. PGH, Big Dog said, Queen, I'll be here for you. For your tears after Bud get broken and destroyed. I appreciate that, big dog. I might need some moral support. He said, what's good, OG? Golden had to slide in, Miss T. Chat. All good, bro. Andrew laughing. Madam said, what Shawn said was the only fight he wanted was Terence. He said he was going to have to fight Terence after he seen Jose Benavidez. He went out with a bang. Yeah, and Shawn Porter is not the type. Give him some credit, y'all. He's not the type that's going to go out and half-ass some shit. He doesn't come off like that, not even in his personal life or anywhere else. He has integrity. You know, if he didn't have integrity, we would have surely picked it up long before he even fought Spence. Agent 48, secret agent, man. Remember Maxwell Smart? Agent 99. He said, good analogy. Martin King said, what's great at Andrew Charles? Birdman said, oh, that sounds good. What Bud fans are picturing, what he going to do, but it's really comical if you think about it. Moral of the story is that shit ain't going to happen. We're going to see, Mr. Birdman. We're going to see. Martin King Boxing, Ron the Don, blessing, bro. Said, thanks. Ooh, y'all coming through. You also. Can't see me. Don't wish bad, but Bud gonna knock Earl into the car. I believe that. Bud gonna hurt Earl. Let me see. Bud gonna, in my opinion, Earl gonna get aggressive and he gonna pay for it. I don't know how, but he gonna pay for it. I even called it with Shawn. I said, Shawn gonna come in wild, as he do. Because Shawn's whole thing, as he always say, is to make you uncomfortable. Shawn can't help it. I got this saying that I say to my kids, and I say to myself, you do what you practice. So if you a lazy motherfucker, you're going to be a lazy motherfucker any and every time. Ain't no, oh, when that day come, I'm gonna try something else. No, if you've been lazy up to that day, you're going to be lazy that day. You know, if you half step, you're going to half step. And, you know, if you don't train properly, you don't train properly. You cannot say that about Porter. Earl Spence fights the way he fight. You can't. It's that old saying, teaching a old dog new tricks. Well, that is not absolute, but Earl gonna be Earl, especially when he's uncomfortable. He's gonna make mistakes, and he's gonna revert back to Earl. And what Terence is saying, that style of fighting is easy work. Easy work for me. That's what Terence is saying. He said Earl want to say Porter was broken. Stop the capping. If Earl gets caught with a good 1-2 or a counter from Bud, Earl would do the Texas two-step, or hell, be getting sturdy, or he'll be getting sturdy. Earl Spence is from New York. And he'll be doing the pocket knife. Can't See Me said when Bud came out shadow boxing at the presser, that was confirmation Bud was going to get him. Yeah, then Earl tried, like, I think we both great, and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I can't pull it off like some people. The way he talk. But, and that squeaking of the voice, I be like, But Earl said something, and I won't say it now because I'm not going to shit on him. I don't want to do anything to weigh in on the scale, like in a negative way for either one of them. I want them at their healthiest, their best when they step into the ring. I don't want no excuses. But Earl said something that gave me pause. And I don't know if y'all caught it, but he was talking about the belts, and I'm going to leave it right there. And after the fight, I'm going to come back and tell y'all what I think. And I was like, I'm not mad at him. And it wasn't nothing derogatory at Terence. So it's nothing like that. But I was like, I think Earl knows that this is it for him. I think this is a cash out fight for him. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, y'all. I certainly can be. Is that Stephen Brimley, the unbiased Brim Reaper? Good evening, Miss T. Tuned in. What's up? What's up, King? Hey, look, I'm going to drop this link because I've been running off at the motor. So I'm going to drop the link. But I found it peculiar that Shawn Porter has finally came out and really made it concrete who he going for, who he think gonna win. And he wouldn't have said, like, he wouldn't be saying he going for Terence Crawford just because they a friend. He not gonna cake for somebody. Shawn ain't gonna cake for them. If Terence can't do it, he can't do it. I think he know that Terence can beat him. I think Kell Brook know, and I think Shawn Porter know, and I think Earl Spence know. So, we gonna see. Andrew said, hit like and drop a comment in the chat. Yeah. Sorry, I'm using these eyes of mine. Man, y'all live tonight. I see we all got jokes. But on a serious note, y'all need to make sure Bud Chin ain't made of glass. Oh, nah, he ain't never. He gonna be Bruce Willis' character. They call me Mr. Glass. When what's his name? Samuel Jackson was Mr. Glass. That ain't Bud. Andrew said, hopefully Spence upgraded his dentures to titanium screws and mounts, because if not, them shit's coming out. Damn, Andrew. I think he did. But you know what I'm saying, damn, the most about Andrew? You talk like me. I've been saying them shits for 30 years or more. Them shits. I thought I was the only one. And we better make sure Earl isn't looking for the mouthpiece by accident. Bud is going to knock it out and knock him out too. Yeah, when blood smell water, smell blood in the water, it's a wrap. Nope. Spence said he had time to get all that proper mouthpiece and all. But since you can't use chin straps in the pros, it's a wrap for your boy, Bud, a.k.a. Glass Jaw. I don't know, Birdman. Mr. Stephen Brimley said Spence is tough, but not as skilled as Bud. It's the punch you don't see that will hurt the most. People say Spence gonna break Bud is something I just don't see happening. Spence makes too many mistakes. I agree with you, Stephen Brimley. I'll be agreeing with a lot of stuff you say, Stephen, over there on the E Thriller Black Picasso show. You know, hey, y'all chuckling. They say T.O. dropped his belts. Is that true? I don't think so. I don't think so. Y'all know, like, I look at T.O. as a little boy. Like, he hurt, y'all. Like, he done been through some shit. He about to go to court and find out his fate when it comes to, his divorce and, you know, what type of father he gonna be able to be, like, going forward. And I wish him luck or whatever. I never was one that said that I thought he was racist. I know some people like him, some people don't. But when he was coming up, before he got with the Lomachenko, I was a fan of T.O. I liked how he fought. And I thought he could beat any of them, to be honest. And then he kind of seemed like he lost his way. It's all that chatterbox coming out of his father. Everybody's like, you need to trade in trainers and all that. But T.O. feel like he gonna be loyal. Maybe T.O. has finally put his dad in his place. Sometimes a parent can be overbearing even in a young person's adult life. And the adult got to get to that point, that young adult, where they got to put their foot down and tell their parents back the hell up. Sometimes it's nice, like, come on, can you back up, please? Like I would say, Devin Haney dad. Do I think Devin Haney dad got a lot of influence and push his son and be all up in that bit? Yup. But at the same time, out in public, he be like, ask the man. He the man. He makes sure in public, because sometimes that's what them young adults want. They want that validation in public that you see them as total adults and on your level. What they don't understand is you will never be on your parents' level. Even if your parents are dumbass, you just never gonna be on their level. But T.O. daddy, if he's one too many times that put his foot in his mouth, T.O. gotta back him down and be like, yo, this how far up to the line you can come. Don't cross it no more. I'm a man, goddammit, and this is my career, not yours. If you wanted to do it, you could have did it, but you didn't. So I'm allowing you to be here on the ride, but I'm the captain of this motherfucking ship. That's what T.O. got to do. And I think that's what happened recently. Because if you listen to his dad, he blamed himself. He said, it's my fault. I was doing this to my son. And I was, interjecting basically too much. And T.O. had to put him in his place. And when he did, he shined. Floyd Mayweather had to do his daddy. It happens all the time. Whether you're famous or not, it goes down all the time. Y'all, for those of y'all with little kids, just think about what you got to look forward to. Some of us going through it as we speak. Andre Jackson is in the building. Yeah, he said hashtag fish fry. Agent 48 said salute Miss T E3 Birdman and salute chat. Salute. I just put the link in there if y'all ain't see it. When Bud knocked Earl out clean, expect at least a riot to happen. Jamel gonna be hating hard. Yeah, and then he gonna go get that cheerleader. Now let me ask y'all fellas this. And I know y'all are new age fellas and y'all believe in equalness of women and men to a certain extent. But let me ask all the fellas this, and y'all tell me honestly. What's up, Maceo?
What's up, Lady T?
Hey, do y'all think that it's a problem? Not negative towards Clarissa Shields. Nothing negative, because she did what she's supposed to do. But do y'all think that it's a problem when you got a female that has held the title of Undisputed 3 different times? And I believe in 3 different weight classes. Or one of them, she might have came back and got the belts back. But 3 different times, Undisputed. Two gold medals. And there is not a man on paper that can compete with that resume. Now, I get it. She don't have a lot of opponents. It's a dime a dozen. Men are a dime a dozen in boxing for the men, but it's not that many women to compete. So there, you have to consider that. However, on paper, that has never been done. not Jack Johnson, not Joe Louis, not Sugar Ray Robinson, not Jack Dempsey, not Rocky Marciano. Nobody has ever been undisputed twice in their career. Do you think that some kind of way that's laying in the hearts of the minds of the powers that be, when it comes to this fight coming up? What you think, Maxwell?
I don't know, lady. I got to take my hat out to that young. She's very special. She got real talent. She coming up at the right time. But I believe it could have been done in the men's in this era here if they weren't so scared to fight one another. Because well, at least Canelo tried. But he didn't succeed. But you can't take
shit
that.
Was bullshit. I think this shit was bullshit. But it's cloak and dagger with him.
Yeah, but you can't take nothing away from that young lady. She's very special. Got real good talent, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not taking away from her, but I'm saying, do you think men feel pressed at this point? Nothing to do with Clarissa, but just she the one who got that kind of record. That's why she walks around and say, "I'm the GOAT." Do you think men?
Yeah, she has to go. You know what?
She the GOAT.
To me,
but I'm just saying
she is the face. She is the face of boxing on both sides. To me,
is she the GOAT over men? If you had a mixed list of who's pound for pound overall, would she be number one?
Yeah, she should be up there. To me, if you could have put him on there, she'd be the number one out of everybody in on the man. She'll have to be because of her accomplishment, man. She'll have to be the number one. I know some of them going to disagree with me, but you got to keep it real. That young lady, you can't take nothing away from her. What she got and what she's doing, it's just unbelievable, man.
Yeah, I feel like it's the pressure coming that the men's got to say, we can't keep letting her have all the accolades. Nothing against her, but just, like I said, you got a man that has never, ever done that. And sometimes I believe that sometimes the powers that be, the way they maneuver shit, it's hard to see how that could ever get done. But here you have the opportunity to get that done. And like I said, we can factor in, she don't have as many opponents as men do. They're a dime a dozen on the man side. But when you say when you break it down to 3 times, Trey times versus 1 time.
Related to you, what you know what? I have to take my hat. A lot of people say they don't like female boxing, Alan something, but I got to take my hat off to them. Because they are, to me, they got more balls than the men got right now. Because all the best fighting the best over there, the females. They're not scared. They're fighting whoever got the belt. They're going after the belts. They're fighting one another. The best fight the best. Over here, everybody ducking. They're scared to lose to they don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. Man, come on, man. Fight.
Yeah. That got a lot to do with it. Again, this is a harder business on the men's side, but like I said, don't let that go down in history that y'all can't do the same thing. Y'all men could do the same thing and have an undisputed person, twice over in their career. The reason why, they let money get in the way. What that song say, money, power, respect, the key to life. First you get the money, then you get the motherfucking power, then you get the respect, right? And then you get all the girls, everything that's superficial that you care about when you're young, and you give a damn about when you get older. That's what happens, right? So
you got to give her respect. But Lacey, what do you think about that? They talk about that Charlo and Canelo supposed to be fighting next. You heard about that?
Yeah, they said they in talks and negotiations.
I think
I believe that Charlo Jamal is for the picking, but you never know. You never know when somebody go through something real heavy.
Yeah.
It might make them stronger. It might make them weaker. You don't know which way that's gonna play out, but it's a risk nonetheless. He didn't want to fight them before So I have to ask myself, why you ain't want to fight them before, but now you want to fight them? And I don't blame you. I mean, because they've been calling for you. Let's get the fight happen.
Yeah.
Let's get it on. He need a payday. Jamal Charlo, that is. He need
He need
money.
to pay. They say he gone back to his house and hide off on his ranch too. But
I think we gonna go back to my house and have a sleepover and play with the chickens and the goats and the cows and just watch the sunset.
yeah. Well, let me tell you, you know, a lot of people forget Roy Jones left his daddy too. You remember that?
Yeah, he had a problem with his daddy.
He had a problem there after Roy left his daddy. He went on to do, you know, more better stuff. At one point, her daddy was holding him back.
Yeah, we always see when the turmoil or the back and forth with the men, when it's the son and the father, but in real life it be the daughters and the mothers. Trust me when I tell you, sometimes my ass shit, I had to go see somebody. I had to go see a man about a whole. I was like, am I crazy? You know, I had to talk to some OGs. They said, girl, that shit'll fizzle out by the time you like 20, but by the time she's 24, I said, oh, this is a regular thing. I thought I stepped into the twilight zone. Now I'm coming at the tail end of my shit, but at 18, nigga, I thought I was losing my mind. But I wasn't seeing, and since I've been, you know, because I talked to a counselor, I have learned that I'm pushy, and I was interjected too much. I didn't turn off mama. I didn't turn the mama vibes off in the timely manner in which she wanted to. Because most children, when they get 18, they ready. They've been told no, and you've been telling them what to do, and they gotta walk to your pace and beat to your drum, and they tired of the shit. And
whole lot of I stay here to the day. I can't wait till I turn 18. Shit, 18 shit. 18 because you turn 18 still don't mean shit legal. You still can't do shit till you're 21.
Exactly. And then depending on where you at, you can't get in certain clubs till you're 25.
Thank you.
What? That was my thing. Like, damn, I'm 30. I'm 21. I can't get in. It's a 25 and up club or 30 and up.
Hey.
Like, damn. You know, but you know what happens? What happens is when you start saying, okay, you're an adult, fine. Then you go ahead and be an adult like all adults. Take these motherfucking bills with you.
Shit, lady, too mad. Look here. Boy, look here. I just said the same. I can't wait to turn 18. I can't wait to do this. I do. Man, I got them age, man. I still ain't running no clubs and shit, man. Oh, man, please. Nah, I'm 57. I wish I could turn the time back a handback and go back and mama still here. Shit, ain't got to listen to all that bullshit.
I did my clubbing days, y'all, overseas, and I got to be as wild as I wanted to, which is not as wild as most people, but I can tell you the things I did overseas, I would never do in the States, and I'm glad I wasn't in the States.
Okay. But anyhow, this I love the way Bud handled himself. I was looking at the interview he did with the Breakfast Club. You know, I mean, he told my man, oh, you know, ain't no problem, you know, you can pick Earl. You know what I'm saying? But shit, you gonna get fucked up too. You're gonna lose your money.
You can pick them. Yeah, you're going to lose your money. And it's crazy because Bud is the favorite, right?
Yeah. I mean, shit. I mean, even Earl acknowledged that he is the favorite. Shit.
Yeah. Y'all need to explain that one, Spin Sexuals. Karate Body is in the building, was popping. He said T.O. will come back making a splash, getting higher paydays possible. I hope T.O. take a math course before he start negotiating. Because sometimes, you know, that big money or whatever sound good until you break it down by percentages. Learn your percentages. Go back to school, T.O. Birdman is talking to y'all.
You know, it just man, you know, T.O. I mean, he's a hell of a fighter. You know, he's going through a lot. You know, this ain't the first time, you know, he went through some stuff with his daddy now. You know, because his daddy didn't told him in the beginning not to marry that girl.
Did he? But you can't always, you know, the heart wants what the heart wants. 2 Brown is in the building with Pop King. He said, if Spence spit that mouthpiece out, it is over. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Two Brown said, can't stand T.O. Ooh, a lot of T.O. haters up in here. Stephen Brimley said, yup, T.O. retired. I knew he would. He's not coming back until after all his personal shit is over. I think that's why he said it, Stephen. Like, you know, he really said, fuck T.O. I know.
He really can't stand that nigga ass.
I know he can't stand her. I'm sorry, E. But I think T.O. said those words because he know he gonna have time off. He gotta get it straight. It's a kid involved, so you know, I wish him nothing but the best to get that straight, and then come back to boxing right with your mind right.
You get your mind right. You know, if the young man retired, he did it. You know, he think he done got enough money, but see, he opened up some business and got some stuff going on the outside. So you know, maybe he might be straight. You know,
yeah,
you never know.
He'll be a dumbass if he don't come get this money.
You gotta come get the money.
I would be like, dude, you ain't your price. You're 25. This is the time to do it. Some jobs in life you can put off and what they call it procrastinate, but this ain't one of them.
Yeah, no. You know,
Agent 48 T.O. is going through a lot, but I'll never forget when he came to the press conference versus Cambosa with all those Walmart WWE belts. I believe that ninja had a ECW belt too. But you know what? Y'all be on that boy high. But you know what? Guess who did the same thing? This is why I say these are young guys. And I didn't give Camboso as much of a pass as I probably would do a Devin or a T.O. or somebody when they were young. They were under 25. T.O., I think, and his father knew he wasn't going to be undisputed when he won against Lomachenko. But I think when you got Max saying you undisputed and people referring to you as undisputed and people saying that, well, what is the young person going to do?
You know, that's something. You know, they're trying to do the what you call that fake ass belt. They're trying to make that belt that is real. You know, so they can say you undisputed. The franchise belt, get the hell out of here, man. That shit is. I mean, that shit is phony. You know. Well, you know, you can't. You know, you can't be undisputed. You know, because you got that franchise belt. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, we didn't like that franchise belt and all that stuff. But it's like no matter how we feel about it, like I said, it's their rules, it's their world. We just a squirrel trying to get a nut. I mean, it's you know, they make them rules and we gotta go along with that bullshit. But so he has a WBC in his hand and it's a real belt and it gives him privileges like he don't have to fight nobody, ain't no mandatory and stuff like that. So he can say in his head, and then you hear other people saying and people writing about it. And guess what? Cambosos did the same thing. At first, Cambosos was on the underside of, you not undisputed. But then when he got it, he even started referring to himself as undisputed.
What Devin did with that belt?
Did Devin give it back?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What Devin did the franchise belt. I don't even hear him talk about the franchise belt, man.
No. Let's talk
about that's like that Ray magazine belt. Okay. Why is Devin not the leading champion over that division in the 135?
That I don't know. And Bud has said on $1 million worth of game that the most important belt, I believe he said it there, is the Ring magazine. Do y'all agree? I don't know.
He said invisible belt.
The invisible. Brimley said Agent 48. Mark my words, T.O. will be on WWE. He's gonna take a page out of the Mayweather book. T.O. just trying to make his money, like Rolly. Rolly stay eating because he like Rolly is like the Donald Trump of boxing. Rolly he gonna do whatever the fuck he wants to say. Al Money said, Brim, I don't think T.O. has the charisma or star power to be on WWE. I believe that as Stephen Brimley. Birdman said, the thing about Shields is that boxing and the powers that be aren't giving her what she deserves from better promoting, endorsements, money, they are highly disrespecting that queen. Yeah, Birdman, but listen, sometimes in life, and I'm not condoning this, so I try to choose my words carefully. As a woman, I can tell you that life ain't fair. It ain't fair for nobody, men too. But sometimes you gotta know your audience. I used to always tell my sellers this: know your audience, right? Because if you know your audience, you'll know how to carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? And in the beginning, she was calling herself the GOAT, and her behavior was not appeasing to the eye of people watching. And now some people you will see, okay, somebody could say, but what about Alicia Baumgartner? She cursed and this, that, and the other. But in life, haven't y'all been in situations where you see your boy can get away with doing and saying something that you can't? I don't know why life be like that, but it be like that. And if you know you fall under those premises, then you gotta, do in such a way to maximize what you want. But maybe Clarissa, I always go back to Clarissa feel like time is of the essence, and she don't want the precious time that she has in boxing to fade away without her trying this, because I believe she's a person who don't like to have regrets. Like, she ain't gonna be a person say, I wish I'd have did this, I wish I'd have said that. She don't strike me as one of those type people. So I have to understand and go along with a lot of stuff she say and do. She is getting a whole lot better, but I wasn't in agreement with a lot of what she was saying, how she would act. I didn't like it. It wasn't a good look, I thought, for her. But again, I'm not in her shoes, and sometimes justice is slow, and sometimes people can't wait, and that's okay. Sometimes you got to nudge the boxing community to get them on board and with your vision. Men have to do that too, but mainly I'm talking about these women. They got to nudge you, and they got to do stuff kind of out the box. So she will go down in history. But like I said, she has an impeccable record. Can any man top her record? That's going to be, to me, the question going forward. And all y'all men, y'all can have differences all y'all want, but y'all going to band together on this one. Y'all going to band together on this one. I see it. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all be like, hell no, she can't be the only one 3 times undisputed, or at least we got to get 2 times undisputed. Sometimes I think about that and be like, would that weigh into it? Because when they be talking about the trilogy, I be like, what fuck shit gonna go on? I want Bud to go in there and knock his ass out every time they get in the ring. Don't wait on no triggers. If you let them orchestrate the shit, because Showtime's like, oh, we putting on great fights this year. Nigga, you should have been putting on great fights last year. Yeah, the fire been lit under your ass, and Paramount says Showtime is no more, and Steven Espinoza is going to CBS, and ask me how many times CBS put on a boxing event. Don't worry, I'll wait. I'll be waiting all motherfucking day, because they don't hardly ever put them on. So Showtime did that to themselves, but it's not like they learned. They on a learning curve. It's not like they don't want to go back to how they was doing it. They realized the boxing community was like, fuck, we tired of that shit. We tired of that shit. Put on good fights or else. And that's what happened this year. Under pain of losing everything that you have. The last network you got to work with you. Because when Paramount take over, I don't think they're going to be doing too much boxing. Agent 48 said all TL got to do is put on a costume and name himself the Walking L. He'll come in as the 15-time world heavyweight champion in WWE. Sue Brown said, I'm going to need Haney at 140 this year. That would be cool. Do you think Haney, A2 Brown, do you think Haney can beat T.O.? What you think, Maceo?
That would be a good chess match. Yeah, it would be pretty decent, decent little fight. But I think, I don't know, that's a tough one, that Lady T.
I think T.O. gonna beat Haney. I
You
call it.
believe
I'm
so?
calling it. Y'all talking to each other. What's up, ATL? What's up, bro? Hope you're feeling better and everything. Two Brown said can't stand Rolly's personality either. They love disrespecting all the black fighters, but have nothing but good to say about the Latinos. I peep stuff. Y'all know that Rolly mama black. Did y'all know that? Two Brown said that's deep. T. Yeah, his mother is black. Well, she looks black. You know, she look black, so we gonna call her black. You know, she black like me. She black like a regular person. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know what I'm
But
saying? But
what lady T? Ask you a
mm,
question.
what's up?
Why everybody so hard on Bomac about his weight? I mean, I understand what they're saying, but the weight fight ain't got nothing to do with the fight. You know what I'm saying?
It
Ain't got
don't,
nothing.
but they
Ain't got
speak.
nothing to do.
Go
Ain't got
ahead. I'm
nothing to do
sorry.
with him and Bull fighting. You
It
feel me?
don't, but it's sad. It makes it. I think it's sad to see anybody so uncomfortable, kind of in their skin. And Bomac could come back and say he's not, but for health reasons, you know, we all out here. We all sometimes gain weight. We all lose weight. We all get sick. We all know, you know,
Right.
if you more than just a teenager or whatever, you kind of know it matters. You know, because like you can be catching a plane. Did y'all know? And I'm not saying I don't know shit about his tickets and what happens on a plane when he gets on there. But
Right.
sometimes when you're a certain size, they make you buy two seats.
Yeah.
Now, how embarrassing is that? Like, you don't want that to happen. And I'm saying this with all due respect, Mr. Bomac, because I love you as a trainer. You one of the best trainers to me.
What
But
I'm saying is they try to use that. They talk about that and try to use it as a factor of Earl gonna beat Bud because of that. Nah,
nah,
man,
nah, that had nothing to do with it.
that ain't got a damn
Bomac
thing to do with that.
out of shape, in shape, training monsters.
Thank
You know what
you.
I'm saying? That what was going on in his life and his body ain't got nothing to do with the fighters that he trained. And he getting them ready and they running through motherfuckers. So
Yeah.
no, that ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Derek James in the beginning of Earl's career was out of shape. He
Okay.
decided to get in shape. So I mean,
Mhm.
when Bomac is ready, he got all the tools and everything he need, and he definitely working out because I'm gonna tell you
Guess,
this: hold the mitts,
but guess what? But see, look at he be. He probably in better shape than some a lot of sugar, man.
and that's what Terence said. That's true. When I was
And
in boot camp, not
the man work out. You
all
know,
the
he just
time.
it just could be in his genes that he's a big boy. You feel what I'm saying?
When I was in the Navy, not boot camp, we used to run PT tests, and it was this white guy, and
Mm-hmm.
all you see him do is smoke, back to back to back to back. And I wasn't big into smoking back then, but then man, that dude light up a cigarette as he's starting to run a mile and a half. I'm looking at him like, nigga, you gonna pass out. he 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 beat everybody. He beat everybody. He was always the one to come back and get my slow ass because you know the girls we got a little bit time, but you
Mm-hmm.
know I'm carrying the extra stuff. You know my girls, they ain't lightweights, and I'm like.
Okay.
And he'll come back and run with me and get my mind distracted and be talking to me. And I'm like, nigga, in my head, I'm like, you just ran yours. Because the dude's got to do it in 11 minutes. And we had to do it in 15. And man,
Yeah.
that dude was fast enough to finish in like 9 and 8 minutes smoking a cigarette. It ain't that much smoking cigarettes in the world. I'm pull a cigarette
Okay.
out when I got to run. You
Okay.
had that. But and then people who remember them big ass gulps, they call them big gulps. I know 7-Eleven used to sell them big cups.
Right. Yeah. You got the big gulp soda
I
for
know a
drink.
dude, another white guy. I know a dude that used to drink 2 or 3 of them in a day, in an 8-hour day of Mountain Dew. Who the fuck is you? I
I
take
love
about
them.
3 sips of Mountain Dew and I'm shaking. I got the
Yeah.
shakes. That caffeine is nothing to play with.
Mm-mm.
But he would run his mile and a half at 8, 9 minutes. I was like, they the type of people that make me feel like, what's wrong with you, girl? Because them 15 minutes, I'm like, it's all I can do to get across the line.
It's to let you out of it, did he?
Oh Lord, shit, that shit was hard.
That's just like, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, lady. That's just like me right now. Should I be working? Man, look at here. Sometimes I be working, I'm like, shit, I'm coming off this goddamn pretty little big old heavy ass shit. I'm out of breath like a motherfucker, man. I'm like, God damn.
Damn.
You know?
It be like, and smoking ain't helping me. Cause y'all know I get my smoke on. I don't smoke cigarettes though. But you know what I'm saying? I don't smoke cigarettes. But when I get upstairs, that's crazy because my stairs is tall. I get upstairs, I be like, I'm like, girl, you better get your ass in shape. Because when I go to this wedding, when I go to this wedding next year, I can't be out of breath. It's a destination wedding. There's a lot of walking. I said, shit, I gotta get in shape just to walk at this wedding. Because I don't want to be like, because you know I had a mouth open and everything if I'm tired. But yeah, but yeah, these two guys, they're gonna be in shape. I think Porter he can say things that he couldn't say before because the fight is in. None of us know. I think Bud is waiting till everything's done deal. He came back out. And Bud probably don't want the nigga to get in the car accident and, you know, piss him off. Because, you know, sometimes when you stress, you go blow off steam. Nah, dude. Don't let nothing happen to this dude. Like, shit. Bud probably got a protection bureau around his ass. Look, don't let
You better not try to go somewhere and do some crazy shit.
Leave Yellow Beezy and all them alone. Agent 48 said on a real question, what about Tank versus T.O.? You think Tank would make T.O. sign a rehydration clause?
Hell yeah.
Y'all, listen.
Hell yeah.
I think when you do those catch weights and all that shit, you open the door to rehydration. And I said this the other day. Earl and Bud got a rehydration lift. Do y'all know? Or y'all, I think y'all know, but some of y'all might not even be thinking about it. They have a rehydration clause. You know why? Because the IBF has it. It's not Earl's fault. It's not Bud's fault. So what we gonna do with that one? So much for him. The big fish coming in extra big, shark style. He got a rehydration clause too because he has the IBF, and that's their rules. Just like the WBC, Spence got to re-enroll, Bud got to enroll in the WBC VADA program. Hey, it is what it is. That's their rules when you fighting for that particular belt. So these are not their particular fault. It's the rules of the sanctioning bodies of the belts that they're fighting for. So what we gonna say about that one? The rehydration clause with them.
About that, lady T. I forgot about that. But I don't think in the unification bouts like this one here, I don't think they force that rule.
No, they're gonna enforce it because that's the rule of the IBF.
But that's the shoot. Okay, in that case, then Earl should have been stripped a long time ago because he had no title defense of IBF. He ever did no mandatory for the IBF in about 5 years.
But we don't hear about, you're right. They might not have enforced it or checked on them.
Right.
But everything with this fight gonna be checked on. You know that. Everything gonna be gone over with a fine-tooth comb. If the IBF has Earl Spence will hurt himself in the long run trying to come in 28.5 and bigger, like, you know, 25 pounds more or 20 pounds more. He only hurting himself. He gonna slow his ass down. Terence is gonna make him move, pick his big ass feet up, make him uncomfortable, and that's how Terence is gonna beat him. That's exactly how he's gonna beat him. PGA said all you clowns lying on Showtime and Al Heyman Shut the fuck up. They putting on the best fights and ain't going nowhere. PGH, listen, did they put on the best fights last year or the year before that?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I get it. You living in the moment, but that's not a lie. And listen, I don't own Paramount. I'm not Paramount, and I didn't put out what their plans is for Showtime. You gotta take that up with Paramount. I cannot argue your feelings, but I can speak on facts. I showed y'all the articles. I showed y'all what they said. That Miss T didn't say that. I showed you what they said. Big Fish is in the building, General Big Fish. Speaking of big sharks, what's popping with your king? Juicy Lee or Juice Lee. What's popping, King? He said there isn't a 10-pound rehydration clause with the IBF anymore with unification fights. They stopped that after Danny Jacobs missed weight on purpose versus Triple G. Well, I didn't know anything about that Juice Lee, but I will definitely go look that up. For right now, I trust, but I will verify. I didn't know that. Did you hear about that, Maceo?
I ain't heard about that one there.
Big Demon is in the building. What's popping, King? He says salute at Miss T. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Now y'all see this lovely picture on this thing, right? Do everybody see that? You see it, Michelle?
Yeah.
What you think?
That's nice. We were just famous. I said, lately I was telling Joseph, man, boy ready to beat that boy behind that.
That's what's gonna happen right there. Undisputed 2023. If y'all want these commemorative t-shirts, head over to that website down there, AskMeT51.com. Go on over there and get your t-shirt. $26. Hurry up while supplies last.
I've been trying to find that link to order that Bud t-shirt, man. I can't find it.
He probably sold out. You gotta go maybe to his homepage or maybe.
I'm on his Instagram, and I saw a message to me. It's in the link, but I never respond back to it.
Go ask Bernie. Bernie come on Sundays, Thursdays. Like Bernie should come on tonight. But Bernie, the number Bernie give out is his number. So y'all, if y'all ever called the show, you got his number. I think he brave. He give out his own number. But you call Bernie or text him and say, hey, where can we go buy them Bud shirts? You know what I'm saying? But if y'all want these commemorative shirts that's spelling out who's undisputed, and don't worry, for y'all Spence fans, it's one up there for that too. Go on and get your t-shirts. They come in different colors, different sizes. You can get one for the babies. You can get one for the toddlers or adolescent kids and teenagers. And you get one for the big daddies of the world. Go on and get y'all a t-shirt. What ATL? Look what he say. I'll buy one to burn JT. What? Why would you burn it? They got one in there for Spence too.
No.
Yeah.
We all know ATL is a special case, right?
Yeah. He lucky I'm being lenient on him because he had a loss in his family, and I'm being lenient on him. Man. Y'all send prayers and shout outs to Mr. ATL.
Yeah, sorry. You got my prayer for you, my brother.
Exactly. And Mr. Birdman, same thing. So my prayers and love and best wishes for speedy recovery and healing is with y'all always. Miss T love y'all. But go on and get that shirt. Go on and get that shirt. And wear it proudly. If you go into the fight, wear it up in the fight. If you going to get the pay-per-view, wear it at the house. See how many people picking the winner.
Okay.
Y'all go claim which one y'all claiming. Y'all already know. I got this shirt right here on lock. Mine is on the way.
I want that boy shirt. Yeah,
Yeah,
dang on.
and they got a black one too. That shit is in all gold. Oof. Yeah, but undisputed. Yes, I can't wait. But again, y'all, I ain't
Lady
saying
T,
absolute. What's up?
I'm about to go ahead and cook me some dinner, baby.
Oh man, I know you be throwing down in the kitchen too. You still
Yeah,
eating like that, or what you eating tonight?
I kind of cut back, Lady T, but tonight I got to. I'm about to act up tonight, Lady T. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, baby.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I'm about to do some baked pork chop with some. I'm
Ooh.
doing. I'm doing baked pork chop with
Ooh.
tomatoes and rice. That's what I want.
Mm.
I ain't had that in a
Mm-mm-mm.
long time, boy.
Mm-mm-mm. How about you slide me a plate over here? Mm.
You want your plate, Lady T?
Hell yeah.
When I say I ain't had that in a long time, Lady T, I ain't had that in a
Man.
long time. Boy.
I think my cooking skills kind of diminished because I don't cook that stuff no more. You know,
Like
because
I,
when
you
you
know, I cut back on a lot. You know,
mm-hmm.
I don't can down a good little bit too. I don't lost a good little bit of weight. You know, but I ain't trying to pick it back up. You know,
Yeah, well,
I've been doing good. But
I don't like the gas and the heartburn and shit you get when you be eating that shit because it's in your chest. When you get like a certain age and you start feeling that shit, like every time you
yeah,
eat, your body. Not saying nobody's old, y'all. We just saying like when you get older, when you do eat wrong, it tells you right away. Versus when you was 15, man, you was gluttony.
yeah, we're tearing up every goddamn thing.
Mm,
We weren't leaving nothing a chance.
nothing. Be like, I don't care if my stomach hurt. I don't care if I bust the lining out this bitch. I'm about to eat all this stuff. But now, nigga, I'm scared. I be like, mm-mm.
Yeah,
I don't feel like my chest hurting tonight. No, no, no,
okay.
ma'am. No, sir. And all
But,
that. But all right, man.
all
Go
right,
handle
lady,
your business.
man.
Look, start taking a picture of what you cooking and
All
put it
right,
out there and be like,
look at you.
nigga, you got me hungry.
Yeah, that's what I got to taste for tonight, lady T.
Mm.
I'm gonna go ahead on. I'm gonna act up a
Smother,
little bit and get it on out the way.
smother pork chop. Oof.
I'm
Oh
doing
yeah,
baked pork chop.
bake.
I'm doing a bake tonight.
But you smothering it in gravy, right?
No. I'm doing some tomatoes. I want tomatoes and rice.
Oh, okay.
Like I thought about doing it with what you call it. I thought I smothered it with some gravy, but I'm not gonna do that. That's gonna take too much from me.
Man, I made some baked chicken leg quarters, and I set it in a bed of rice. I put it in the oven
Oh man,
with a
I
little
see.
what I put
That's
the
good.
renner's wrap over top of it, seal it in.
Uh
Ooh,
huh.
that one today. Y'all can make me see run downstairs and start clicking the pots together or some shit. Yeah, damn. Wash that thing down with a strawberry Fanta.
Oh, oh.
I mean, look, I got my water in for the day. I'm close to it.
You close to your water, baby?
Yeah, I think I got one more bottle. I'm actually going when I get off,
Okay.
get my mason jar, fill it up with the Sonic ice. You know, I buy them bags of ice every
Okay.
week and fill that thing up with the Sonic ice. And I got a water cooler. It's not huge. I got a water cooler in my room, and
Oh, okay.
oh man, I love it because when I want to make tea upstairs, I ain't gotta go downstairs. The whole point was try to avoid going downstairs to the kitchen all the goddamn time, eating up all the hog maws and all that shit. I just try to stop opening that refrigerator, but
Okay.
that's what I do. I just stay my ass upstairs, well,
Might as
out the
well, baby.
house. I feel you, but handle your business, Maceo.
I am, baby. I'm going ahead. I'm like a big boy now. Just go on
I,
ahead. Just go ahead and tear something up for a minute.
whew, I know.
All right,
Don't.
lady. Catch you on the rebound, baby.
All right. Thanks for coming through.
Uh,
All right. Yeah, y'all. So I was just with the topic we was talking about with Shawn Porter. I was just amazed at what he was doing and all this stuff. Just he need to think about like how he want to be more precise in the future going forward. I know this is a big fight and it's a mega fight, and they his friends or whatever, or he get along with them, but no boxer should be in their conversation confusing the fans. Like, we've been through a lot, and you probably could get away with it if boxing won't so shabby in the last couple of years. He probably could get away with it, but being that boxing was shabby, we won't get in the fights we want to see, and they was putting every worthless ass fight on pay-per-view, and people cleverly ducking and avoiding people, we wouldn't be feeling this way. We probably wouldn't pay, Shawn Porter's comments no mind as far as like feeling like he's not being concrete. Not that we wouldn't pay attention. That's a future Hall of Famer and a great fighter and a great person. But we probably wouldn't be too harping on what he's saying. But when he said that, I would say, why you just didn't say that shit in the beginning? Why didn't you always just cop to it, nigga? We know that Bud hurt you. Because I'm telling you, that second knock there, all that pounding on the fucking mat, that was a stall tactic. And if the camera even showed pity on the dude, because the camera, you can't find real good shots. But if you look carefully, as he was trying to get up, his legs were shaking. They were gone. That's why he pounded on the fucking mat. Because the nigga was buying time. He don't want to see him getting up and then stumbling and shit, pulling the Caleb Plant on you and shit. He didn't want that. But, like the narratives come out and this, that, and the other. And then it would be easy if Shawn would just come out and say what he say. Right back then. What's it hurting? Well, what are y'all saving it for? Or maybe they know if they say something, that's going to hinder the fight being made anyway. It's almost like, I really do believe Bud, when he said, Spence took the bait and I'm reeling him in. I really do believe that. So, and I'm just waiting for the switch to go click, and we see the Bud Crawford that we all know and love, seriousness. And when that nigga get his hair cut, look, he already trying to get fined. Man, y'all, his hair long as a bitch. Even from like days. I mean, his hair is growing. Bud gonna get that nice fresh cut, trim up that beard real nice. Spence too, Spence looked nice. He really did. He looked nice. I like his haircut. I like that better than what they was talking about, that shag shit. But that might be something that people do locally. It might be real popular, but countrywide, no, I think the look he has now is better. I really do. I like the glasses he had on and everything. He looked real handsome. And Bud did too. But like I see what Bud doing. He's growing his hair. I don't know what we just gonna all be shocked when Bud come in. He gonna have that hair fresh to death. He gonna have that beard trimmed up real good. He gonna look good. He gonna go in there, but it ain't about looks, y'all. It's gonna be about two warriors clashing and getting up in there doing stuff. They try to get it popping. They a little respectful. Maybe we gotta wait to the final press conference that will happen like on a Wednesday or something before the fight to see how they really act. And I'm here for it. Do anybody know about the undercard for this fight? But I'm calling it. I'm saying that this fight is probably gonna do more numbers than Tank Davis and them. Nothing against Tank. He did a phenomenal job, him and Ryan. I'm just saying this fight is that mega that it probably do more numbers. So I can't wait to see it. ATL with my girl Destiny. General Big Fish, stop it. What? Tay Tay, happy belated birthday. He's no longer a teenager. My little dude is 20. Happy belated, young man. General had a birthday. ATL, y'all just had birthdays. Happy birthday. This month is on fire. It's Gemini season. Tay said, thanks, Miss T. But Tay, I know, look, you just got in here. That's all I have. I didn't have much. Y'all see the screen. I want everybody to take a second and look at the screen. And y'all head over to Shopify and get y'all a shirt while they last. There's one over there for Earl Spence. They both look nice. It's a commemorative shirt. You can wear it proudly. If y'all saw betting, like General Big Fish, if you throw a bet with somebody, then if Earl Spence win, they gotta wear his T-shirt and wear it proudly. But they gotta offer video proof that they out in the public representing, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa. That'd be a good fun bet too. Y'all can also still do it the old-fashioned way and just do a money thing. General said, "Oh my God, laugh a lot. He was fully alert." Who you talking about? Who you talking about, Big Fish? He was fully alert. But yeah, so it's called AskMeT51.com. Go over there and get y'all shirts. Go get your shirts. I keep saying it. Go get your shirts. I'm going to be wearing mine that night. JJ is in the building with Papa King. Says, salute to y'all. This fight has been talked about for a half a decade. It's going to be an amazing event. Exactly. Right now, we're proud of both of them. They got it done. And they respected each other. They talked their shit, but they respected each other. Somebody in here say both of them corny. They're not real good with jokes and all that because they like non-talking type dudes. Probably one-on-one when they know you, they're probably more lively, but, like that, nah. So, anyway, y'all make sure y'all hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Please do. Please do. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's been a great show. And I will see y'all tomorrow. But please go to AskMeT51.com to get y'all shirts. Don't be left out in the cold. Name it and claim it. Stomp your feet, light a match for it. This shirt right here, I already bought. I bought mine. And this one is what's going to be factual come when they fighting July 30th. This going to be Bud right there. Undisputed in 2023. Larry Lopez said biggest fight in boxing, Spence versus Bud. Indeed. Y'all watch me on playback. Leave a comment or whatever. I will get back to you. Thank you guys for coming through and watching and all that. Be sure to go get your T-shirts. Like I said, don't get left in the cold. But in my Pamela James voice, I got a peace out. Peace.